welcome to this tutorial series. We need to now create an Argo workflow that builds and pushes a Docker image and sends a Slack notification when it's done. Fortunately, I already have it created, so let's dive in. It's a simple workflow with 2 steps: build image and notify Slack. Generate name will give each workflow a unique surface after here. Entry point is the name of the main template to execute. Service account name is set to Argo. This tells the workflow to run using the Argo service account, which has the necessary RBAC permissions. This is the very service account that is tied to the cluster role we just updated. We then define a parameter called version, defaulting to 1.0.0, which will be used to tag our Docker image. Now let's go over the actual workflow steps. Build image builds the Docker image using Argo, and notify Slack sends a Slack message if the build is successful. Let's look at the Docker image build steps. So here's what's happening. Argo is a tool for building container images inside Kubernetes without needing Docker. It's designed for secure cloud-native image builds, and it takes a few arguments. Dockerfile. Dockerfile points to our custom Dockerfile in the repo. Custom Dockerfile. Context uses a public GitHub repo as the build context. Destination tells Argo where to push the final image, tagging it with the version we passed in. It takes the input parameter from right here, which can be overridden when we are actually running our workflow. You'll see it shortly. So the Dockerfile comes from here. Custom MySQL dump AWS image Dockerfile. Obviously, it's stored in the Argo DevOps project repo. We specify the branch right here. And we are storing it in the MySQL backup repo in Docker Hub, which is right here. Currently, we only have one image stored here. So after we trigger our workflow, we'll expect to see a new one. So why Argo? Because Docker daemons are not safe to expose inside Kubernetes. Argo runs in user space and doesn't need privileged access. We also mount the Docker Hub credentials using a Kubernetes secret, allowing Argo to authenticate and push. So if we see, we are referencing our secret Docker Hub creds here, which will be used by Argo to build and push it. Now here's how we notify after the build. It's pretty simple. We have an image with curl installed, and then we run a curl command to use our webhook to push the notification to Slack. And same like in the Argo step, we are mounting the Slack webhook secret. Curl host, the message we are posting, and the webhook. So when our build is complete, we'll see this message: Docker image build succeeded. For version, it picks the version we specified, if default 1.0.0, or the version we pick during runtime. I think we are ready to submit this workflow. So let's go ahead and do it. Create a new workflow. Now we submitted the workflow. We can trigger it from this side. Submit a new workflow. Select our Argo workflow. And here you can see that it's asking us to set the value of that parameter. What Docker image version do we want? Let's say version 2.0.1 and submit. While this is building, I just want to highlight that you can also submit Argo workflows directly from the command line. But to do that, you need to have Argo CLI installed. Once you have that, you can trigger Argo workflows with Argo commands like Argo submit your workflow.yaml, and then you pass other required parameters. Quick heads up, what you are seeing here is just one slice of my complete course where I guide you step by step to master Argo workflows, avoid costly pitfalls, and build production ready pipelines, so you can 10x your DevOps SRE skills and stand out as the go-to expert on your team. I've added a special discount just for YouTube viewers, so grab it in the link in the description before it's gone. Nice, the image build step has been completed and we instantly got a Slack notification. Let's open it to see it. Docker image build succeeded with the version that we specified. Let's head over to Docker Hub and actually see this new Docker image. Refresh. And we see our new image that has been tagged correctly. This automation makes it possible for your team to push updates to GitHub, automatically build and push Docker images via Argo workflows, and get notified via Slack when it's done. No more manually building or relying on local dev environments, just GitOps. This was just a small part of my full course that's already helping thousands of people break in DevOps, SRE, and cloud roles, and also mastering Argo workflows. Right now you can grab it with a special discount, but only for the next 7 days. Make sure you do quickly because after that the price goes up. If you're serious about landing a DevOps, SRE, or cloud job, or future-proofing your career, make sure to check out the full course in the description.